Ik wil je voorstellen aan deze man. Chaka Khan, Print. Het is ongelooflijk waar deze meneer helemaal mee gespeeld heeft. En jullie gaan nu zien waarom dat zo is. Een clinic voor Meinl. Give him a big hand, Mr. Chris Coleman.
Mr. Chris.
happy to be here.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I just had a sandwich. So bear with me. Thank you again for coming. Please give yourselves a hand. I appreciate you coming to hang out with silly old me. We'll find out later as we go along. Yes, my name is Chris Coleman. Hi. How are you? Okay. I want to thank where's Johan? Johan in the drum shop. Come here. Let me shake this guy. You see this guy right here? He helped make this happen, so let's give him some love. I also want to thank, special thanks to Sonar Drums, Evans Heads, Big First Sticks, but especially for tonight, Meinl Cymbals. Mr. Stephan here is with Meinl Cymbals. Please, come on, let him see who you are. Come on. I like to show my appreciation because at the end of the day, no one owes me anything. It's a blessing that I'm able to sit here before you. So, least I can do is say thank you. Would you agree? Yeah. One more time for Meinl Cymbals. I want to take a brief second to kind of go through my cymbal setup for tonight. How many of you have or own Meinl cymbals? How many of you played Meinl cymbals? How many of you want some Meinl cymbals? Okay, I'll ask that. How many are going to buy some Meinl cymbals later? Okay, over to my left, to your right, 18-inch Byzance extra dry China. One of my absolute favorites. I'll just go through a name and then I'll give a little description and play with them and show you some other cool things. Here we have 16-inch medium thin crash Byzance traditional. Here we have 18-inch medium thin Byzance crash brilliant. One of my favorites here. Oh, actually, to be honest, all of them are my favorite. Byzance 10-inch dark splash. Here, I have a 20-inch extra dry, medium ride, Byzance as well. As you can see, I have a lot of tape on it. It's not that the cymbal needs it, okay? It's just my personal preference. Does that make sense? So I don't want you to look at it and go, why they gotta tape the cymbal up? What's up with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't come here to be watching taped up cymbals. No, that's not the situation. The situation is, that's just personal preference. I like it extra, beyond extra, retarded anal drop. As you hear that, right? Like, you know how you be running in the daytime, you know, in the summer in the cotton, grandma, like, you know what I'm saying? Look, like a cat, like, that's how dry I like it. Over here we have a 20-inch Byzance vintage crash. Now, this is a sandblasted finish, and it just creates this very, like, gothic, traditional, you know, one of them type things. You know, let me kind of put you in the mind of the guys that be standing there with the hats. You be wanting them to look. I know y'all be walking by them. So, that's what it is. Over here, again, another CRC creation. Give me a second. know. Some of you are like, what the? So this is a 12-inch Thomas Lane filter China, Generation X. Here's the original sound. Now, I like that. But in conjunction with this, it's like, okay, high China, low China. I want a China sound, but I gotta have it, you know, unique. So, there we go. So, before I forget, the great, lovely 13-inch Bison's extra dry medium hi-hat. Now, you may say, man, these are really, really dark tones. I like dark tones. I mean, I could stop there, but what ends up happening, especially in so many different genres of recordings, especially in gospel music. In gospel music, it's like 1,000 tracks in Pro Tools. So, you kind of, as a drummer, you kind of go, where am I? I don't even see my drum tracks. There's so many tracks. So everything gets compressed and it gets lost and this and that. And what usually happens to the cymbals is I can't. So I pick dark tones because you can't really dial all of that out. I mean, you can try. It's going to be like, still have a little tone. See, you hear the difference? It's still there. So that's just a personal preference. And I'm also being a little bad guy. You'll get that later. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to kind of mess around with just the cymbals. So you can kind of focus on what's going on. Now, I'm very strategic and particular in sizes, sounds, textures, because I want the full spectrum. I play a lot of different styles, a lot of different artists. So, and I have like 7 to 8 bags, not just so I can say, I have a lot of minor cymbals. No. It's, okay, rock today, grab the rock bag. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's Latin today, grab all the Latin bags. It's a couple different situations. We got percussion players. So I don't want my cymbals to sound like the percussion players. Because if you listen back and will say, man, who played that? That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was my friend Hector, okay? Hector decided he wanted to play a sound right there, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to play it right there. Okay? All right, so, yeah, so that's what's up with that. And, you know, and then I have like my all-around bags, you know, where it's like, I'm a studio rat. I mean, I'm the type of guy, I say, hey, send me your music, send me your charts in advance as much as possible. Oh man, we're still finishing. Okay, just send, I just need to hear it before I call my drum tech or I grab my truck and I'm like, okay, I don't just grab drums to go to the session. I'm like, okay, what do you want on this song? What do you want on this song? Well, oh, I want to kind of go here, boom, boom. Okay, I need a 20-inch kick, I need the 22, and I'm definitely going to need the 24. So we need all 3 kick drums, but 9 times out of 10, he's not looking for this. Okay, so I'll just grab the 12-inch, 14-inch, 15-inch toms, but I'll grab 3 different 12 inches. 12 by 7, 12 by 8, and 12 by 9. She's like, oh, I understand. So the reason why is because I want to, first of all, I'm being hired to create a sound for this guy. He has a vision, this guy, gal, however you want to say it, excuse me, ladies, there's some amazing producers out here. All right, so I want to create whatever their vision is in their minds. And it's the thing of, like, I'm watching, I'm like, is that cool? And they're like, I'm like, nope. Is that cool? Yeah, okay, I got you, I found you. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. All right, once we got the tones, now I can worry about how you want this to feel. Because now you're hearing it, but then as you want it to feel a certain way, that's 2 different worlds. You have to be strategic, and everybody say details. Everybody say details. Details. All right. How many of you are drummers? How many of you are professional drummers? Okay, let me ask you this. Are you compensated when you play? Yes or no? Then you're a professional drummer. Doesn't matter the amount, but that's what you do, right? So congratulations, you're a professional drummer. Come on, hey! Take some pride, take some pride. I make $60 an hour. Yes, you are. It's just like the guy starting out on the bottom. You work it, you'll get to the top, right? Okay, so now, it's your responsibility, that's what they're paying you to do, is to know these two different worlds. Okay? So, here we go. Let's just check it out. Okay, so are you able to hear different pitches, different timbres? You know, the traditionals are a little more like a medium range, a little drier, not as much shimmer. So they kind of get in, they're full body. And you got the brilliance, which create more of a shimmer, but it also adds a darker tone. And then when you have stuff like sandblasted cymbals, which is even darker tone. So you have that high, medium, and low. You know, let's just say with Chaka Khan, and we're playing, God, boom, it's like da 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 da, and she goes, if I got a swell there, and you may say, okay, well, I want to swell on a cymbal. Cool. But me, I'm gonna be selective. Yes, everybody say details. Details. I'm gonna be selective. What's the next phrase? Do you understand what I'm saying? Are we going to a chorus? Are we going to a verse? You know, are we going to a bridge? Are we going to an open section, a melodic section? Okay, so she's going straight into the verse, and it's got this drone. So I'm gonna swell on something small, so it can pow and hit the big one, the bigger crash. You see what I'm saying? It's things like that sonically to the ear, you're like, all right, 2 crashes. But feeling-wise, it gave this effect of something's coming. It was like, pow, I hit you. You're like, yeah, that was sweet. All right, Chaka. I feel you, baby. Feel for you. All right? So I'm very particular. You know, when I was working with Prince in the studio, I mean, we went through, I think that's where we clicked, because he was like, You got a different snare? I was like, I got 6. He's like, all right, cool. And we tried them all. He's like, and the little stuff we were playing in between, like, ended to be like little starters for new songs and grooves. He was like, oh yeah, let me keep that like that. Keep that snare for, don't touch it, keep it. I'm like, man, that was 7 songs. But see, producers like that love to work with you because it's about tones. It's like, I want to create this boo, 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 so you hear the lady when she sings, cause everything is really low, and she doesn't have to take her voice, cause all the instruments are pitch low. Does that make sense? Like, no? He's like, no. Thank you for being honest. I have all these big 20s and 22-inch crashes and 26-inch bass drum and 14 tune, and it's like 15-inch hi-hats and they're dark tone. It's like all my entire drum sounds like a treasure troll or something. Why? Because he's gonna put 2 little strings, ooh, ooh, ah, and it's like, man, this is cool. It's like industrial, but you know, she's like this little type chick, you know, type thing, voice, producing song. I don't know where he's just hired me to do a job. Does everybody make sense? You feel where I'm coming from? So everybody say details. Details. Now another reason why I keep saying details is because, hint, hint, nugget, nugget, tip, tip, check this out. It's the details that separates you from the next guy. That's the reason why you did or didn't get hired. How many of you went off an audition and was like, I nailed it, I don't understand why? How many of you had situations like that? Or you sat in with it at a jam session with it, and he was like, man, I thought I was doing great. And he was like, we like him. How many of you had, come on, be honest, how many of you had situations like that? I have. In the very beginning, yes, I did. I was like, yeah, I'm gospel chopping it down. And they was like, we're gonna take Billy with the long hair, because he came in, boo, boo, scotch, boo, boo, got for the whole song. I was like, no, man, I need you. Woo, I worked on this lick. You feeling it? No. So the details is what's going to separate you from the next man or woman or child. Hi. I have a 3-year-old son, so I love to have fun. Okay, so everybody, you feeling that? You understanding that?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Now I want to open up the floor for questions. Let's see how much time I have. Yes, let's take a few questions. Whether it's about Symbol's live drums, whatever, however you want to do that.
I have a question, but it's not related to drums. It's related to your development. I first saw you play on the DVD with Israel Houghton, Another Level, which was really an amazing DVD, by the way. It really raised the bar for us drummers here also in the Netherlands. Definitely, man. It was yeah. It's all you, man. but then again, you also played on a Modern Drummer, and now here. What was for you the biggest development that you've made from that time with Israel until now?
When I first got with Israel, and I'll try to keep this brief, I need you to understand the story, a bit of the story before that. I had been through an international divorce. I was broke as a communion cracker. I was evicted at least 5 times up to that point. I had moved away. I was 23, 24, $130,000 in debt already. I mean, my credit score was like -1. Let's see. It just seemed like life was done. And it was one of those things where when you're at your lowest point, you don't care about anything. Like you become numb. How many of you have had that situation in life? Maybe you've had, it's just whatever you're going through is so big in your mind and in your world that you're just like, whatever. Like somebody can hit you, you'd be like, yeah, thanks. You know, and that's where I was coming back. I was in Atlanta, Georgia at the time, and I had to move back home. I've been a shift manager at Arby's, and I've been a shift manager at McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts. Time to make the donuts. I've worked at Continental Airlines. I've done corporate America. I ride motorcycles and jet skis, so I worked on engines and sold, you know, ATVs and stuff like that. I was a correctional officer at a county jail, working 12-hour shifts. So working a 9 to 5, I have no problem with that. But it got to a point where I had finally let all the 9 to 5s go, had enough faith to just do music full time. After the drum off, after Drummers Collective, I was still fighting the idea of, you're a professional, take it serious and go and do it, and just have faith and work it. So to have all that happen at once, the whole rug pull out, like life was over. I was just like, okay, I tried it, it's not working, I'm going back home, whatever. Drums is just a hobby. It is something inside said, keep going. Just keep going. I kept going, moved back to Atlanta. That's when I got the call basically to how it worked out through working through Pastor Dollar's church, working with Israel and Newbury. So when I first sat down on the drums with Israel and Newbury, fast forwarding, I was like, yeah, you are good. Who are these dudes? Like, I didn't even take it seriously. I was still numb. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. When am I gonna get this check? Because I'm hungry. You see what I'm saying? I'm being real. I'm keeping it 100 for you. So there was a couple times where I didn't really learn the music. I didn't really have time. I didn't have a drum set to practice. It was a bunch of excuses, and then there was situations all mixed in. And Aaron had to pull me aside like, yo man, this is the 3rd gig. You still missing like major accents and stuff. And I'm thinking like, I think in my mind I thought it was like another church band, like a church gig. I was like, I've been doing this all my life. Until we had a retreat, and it was at a resort. And we had all these big name people come in. I was like, oh, we somebody. Oh, we are somebody. Like, seriously, inside I was like, okay, I gotta come out of this funk, you know? And I had to like get back into my zone of why I am who I am, and why I even was offered the position in the first place, you know? So from there, it was like, okay, like this train is back to moving slowly but surely. I'm healing from wounded, you know, situations, emotional, spiritual, however you want to look at it, financial. And it's just like starting to take off. Then after that, moving to Los Angeles, playing with Chaka Khan, Rochelle Farrell at the same time. All the endorsements came in the same day, basically. I mean, no, the same month, I would say. Like 2 weeks before NAMM, Sonar was locked down. Meinl came at NAMM show, Evans came at NAMM show, Victor came in. But I'd already known these guys for years. It's just now is the time. Not, you know, everything started coming together. I was like, whoa, how do you go from the bottom, absolutely nothing, to now you can't even find yourself? Like everything is happening. I was never home. I fly like 200,000 miles a year on gigs. You know, a lot of people say, oh man, I've had somebody ask me, how do you get paid doing clinics? Like, I mean, you can't make a living out of that. I was like, really? I was like, well, just to let you know, the clinics are 2% of my entire 100% income. That's how busy I am with other artists and gigs and sessions and teaching. I teach in Los Angeles full time and New York, so I'm back and forth. My son stays in the middle of Minnesota, so I'm stopping off to see him. I'm living a dream. So,
Yeah.
Thank you. So, I say all that to say, don't stop. Regardless to where you are or where you think you are, if you want it, you got to keep going. Does that make sense? And hopefully you gather from that where, I mean, I don't have time for every little detail, but that's how it happened, man. Rabbit trail. Any other questions? Yes.
Are your cymbals facing the other angle, away from you?
Yes.
Why do you do that?
Okay. Do you remember back in the day, they don't really do it that much now, when drum companies would make brochures for their drums? You know, like you go to the music store and Pearl had all their sets, all the colors, and you ever notice all of them? Tama, Pearl, Yamaha, DW, didn't matter. All the cymbals were super high in the pictures, right? Now, believe it or not, we're creatures of habit, us humans. Most people would go home and set up your drums because that's the way the picture looked, right? So, you know, people be like up here, you know. Okay, well, I'm 7 feet tall, as you can see. Psych. I'm only 5 feet. And I can't, you know, get into the whole... That's just not me. I mean, I've lost a lot of weight, but I can't, you know, it's the way situations, the way my bank account works, you know, I have banking and savings. Okay, so anyways, it's the thing of when you're here and the cymbal's angled here, you still get this. I would say this is one of the better. I didn't say best. I said this is one of the better places to strike the cymbal, with the shoulder and here at this angle. Not at, but off. Everybody say not at, but off. Here's why. Your cymbal's a circle. So if you hit at it, yes, it's supposed to be, you know, it's going to shimmer in the circle or in the direction of the lady. But if you hit it at, then it splits. So that means at the top it's going to come back. And that's where you put all the shot, and your cymbals don't last as long. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you play off, guess what I'm doing? I'm sending the energy around. Does that make sense? So having it here, playing off of it, up here is cool. But down here, that angle doesn't work, because now I'm doing this. So I compensate.
All right.
That's where the angle comes from. Because I'm slow, I like to sit low. I'm short. I'm, you know, borderline midget. And, you know, I like for, okay, all of you are standing up, great. Everybody put your arms out. Now, if you were sitting down, see, you're not sitting, so you can't get the full effect. I'm sorry, I'm emotionally concerned. Okay, so you're sitting here. Now raise your hands here. Now, this feels like, man, I could do this forever, right? Right, that's right. Okay, now put your hands back in front of you. When you can put them down. Thank you. All right, next thing we're gonna do the disco. All right. So if you put your hands out here, while you're sitting down, you have much more back support here than you do here. Here, it's all on your shoulders. Yes, in the beginning, you're like, oh man, I could do this forever. Keep your arms here. Like right now, as I'm speaking, the blood is leaving my shoulders and it's burning. Here, I can keep them here much longer. You may say, well, what's the whole point of that? If I only have 100% of energy, don't you want to put it all into playing? Well, the body is the greatest machine in the world. And if I do like this, it automatically sends a signal to lift my leg. Hey, you got to balance out, or you go, you know, have one of those, you know, Louis situations. So, if your body is here and your blood is thin and you're losing, your body's using energy to try to keep your arms up. As opposed to, it's much more easier for your back to support naturally. Now your body's like, okay, cool, we're balanced. Put that energy into whatever you want to do. Does that make sense? So that's why I have all my cymbals pretty much here. And it's more natural for me to move, less energy, and I mean, if I want to go fast, if that's the concept, I mean, I can go faster if it's here as opposed to, you know, like Bruce Lee Jr. or something, you know? So, you know, that's pretty much why I keep the cymbals angled up. And also, like I said, I get that full stroke, that full tone. You know, as opposed to, you guys hear that difference? Maybe you're sitting far back. If I had the mics up, and there's a big difference, especially in the studio. It does translate from here to here. It's a bigger, much fuller sound, you know. So that's one of the number one reasons. And besides, I mean, when you're on stage and, you know, you got 70,000, 80,000 people in the arena, and, you know, you chilling out and, you know, some cute girls out there. You might want to see them. They can't see you, you know. That's not cute. So that's why. That's no. Anybody else?
How much time you spend on practicing?
Man, not enough. It used to be in the beginning. I mean, I could practice all day. I'm serious. Like I'd be asleep, and I'd wake up. You know, I'd get a little slob. You know, I'll let you in on that, just a little bit. Just a little bit though, not a whole. You know. So I just roll up. I literally fall out of the bed, and whatever I had on, run straight to the garage, and I'd be out there all day. I mean, like seriously, 3, 4 p.m. My mama come in like, son, did you even eat today? You need to take a bath. I can tell. You stink. I'm like, Mom, I'm working it out. I just got to get this. I got to get this. That was me all day. That's, you know. And I still had time to play point. I was point guard, you know, in school. I played football. I played hockey. I'm from Detroit. So I was in martial arts and all that. I mean, I still found time, you know, to be a boy and fall out of trees and, you know, jump from roofs. And so now, I mean, it's an absolute blessing. I try my best not to take it for granted. But I feel like I'm working so much. Like when I sit down to play, it's just like, wow, my drums. All right. And I've been in my practice room and fell asleep. Like I was supposed to be practicing, but I just went to sleep. Like I woke up, I was like, all right, that was a great rehearsal. And went and got some pizza and went home. So that's kind of what's going on. I want more time. I really do. And I'm going to create it.
Okay.
So you did the ABC, right? You did ABC.
Oh yes. Now that was during school years, from like 1998 to let's see, basically 2006. From 1998 to 2006, it was like all ABC practice method for myself. I had the idea leaving school, going from New York back to Michigan, and I was at home perfecting it. You know, I just started. I was teaching. I went to school for bass guitar as well. So I was at a point where I'm like, man, I got this idea. It's working for me. Let me perfect it because I want to keep teaching. I want to open up a school. I love to teach. I love to inspire people. I love when people say, I got it. It's like not the words. It's I can tell in the eyes. It's like, you know, people say, yeah, I got it. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to yourself. Just, you know, yeah, I got it. Fall flat on your face. That's pride. No, it's the thing of I've been working through this slowly. I've been counting through it. The last 2 weeks it's just been stressful, and finally it clicks. It's like, yes. What clicks is everything's working. You understand it, and you can hear it outside of playing it at the same time. That takes time to develop. Does it? I mean, and that happens in everything. Just a paradiddle. Like, does everybody know what a paradiddle is?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was going to record that. Okay, so we have right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, right. So let's see. Oh, all right.
1 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up, 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up, 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up, 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up, 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up, 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up, 1.
Now that's the paradiddle. What I mean by working it out, knowing it backwards and forwards is, let's take the accent, okay, and move the accent around, but let's keep the same sticking. Does everybody understand what's going on now? So the right, left, left, left won't change. That sequence is gonna last. I'm just gonna move the stickings in different spots. Let's try that.
1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up, 4 and up, 1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up, 4 and up, 1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up, 4 and up, 1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up, 4 and up, 1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up, 4 and up, 1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up, 4 and up, 1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up, 4 and up, 1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up, 4 and up, 1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up, 4 and up, 1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up, 4 and up, 1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up, 4 and up, 1 and up, 2.
That's one way. Do the same thing, but now change your counting system. I need the whole stand. Okay. I need to change the counting systems.
1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up, 4 and up, 1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and 4 and 1
and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and I mean, we can go on for days, all the different combinations, but that's when you're mastering something. How many of you understand that you can say, yeah, I got it, but you didn't really master it? Now, you'll never have it mastered, ED. You'll never have it mastered, ever. If you say that, then you might as well just go on to heaven. Because that means you're completely perfect and you can play anything. You just play anything. You're like Siri. No. Siri on your iPhone. No, she's horrible. Okay, so you will always be mastering. It's a, everybody say lifestyle. It's something that you do every day. Every day. You'll never, man, I got it, okay, I'm bored. If you ever say I'm bored, then you're not focused. You're just not focused. This thing is like endless. It's all math and numbers. There's a million times a million equations. So you mean to tell me if you say you're bored, you know all of them? Every last one of them? I don't think so. So I just want to eliminate that whole, oh, I'm bored, oh, this is boring. Nah, you're just not focused. That's all. Love you. All right, so does everybody get where I'm going with this? Like I mean, backwards, and that's just one rudiment. I haven't metric my
1 and 2 and
3
and
4
4 and 1
1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 and 2 3 and 4 and 2 3 and 4 1 2 3 4 5. I mean, there's tons of different ways you can count. You can 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 2 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 2 3 and 4. I mean, oh man. That's just one rudiment. We only had 90 BPM. There's 89 before it, and like, you know, I don't know, 210 after it. It's endless. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? No, everybody say no more excuses. No more excuses. One more time. You're not. I don't. You convince me. No more excuses. No more excuses. Yeah. Nice. That just felt good. Didn't it feel good all in the soul? It made me want some barbecue. All right. So I want to now shift gears. I want you, everybody take out your cell phones. That's right. Take out your cell phone. Everybody got a cell phone? Yes, your cell phone. Take out your cell phone. Yeah, everybody take out your cell phones. People look at me, me? Yes, you? All right, everybody go to google.com. Raise your phone when you're there. Google.com.
Yeah, I'm here.
Everybody raise your phone when you're there. Let me see it. I don't see enough phones. No one has cell phones? This is 2013. I'm just saying. Who's still using pagers? I'm just playing. All right, everybody got it? What do you see? White screen says Google, white page, right?
Yeah.
Do you see that mister there? Everybody do like this. Come on, I want to see it. Time off. Come on, everybody in the back. I can see you. I ain't that short. All right, you know who that is? Everybody say, hello.
Hello.
Johnny Cursor.
Johnny Cursor.
Okay, you can stop now. He's like, yes.
Okay.
I love this game. All right, that is Johnny Cursor. You don't know who this guy is, do you? This is do you understand who Johnny Cursor is?
I don't know, man.
No, I need you to wrap your head around this. All the way. Johnny Cursor is the baddest dude on the planet. You laughing. You think I'm playing. Watch this. Everybody type in S-O-C-K-S. S-O-C-K-S. One more time. S-O-C-K-S. Type it in. What do you get?
Socks.
Socks, right? How many pages? Huh?
A lot.
A lot? No, that ain't enough. If we were on a computer, it would show you. You know how you ever been on your few, some of y'all had a big flat screen, IMAX, and God bless you. It'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, ... arrow. So what does that tell you? It's unlimited pages of anything connected to and related to socks. Not just here in this store, or in this city, or in this region, or in this country, or in this continent, or in this earth. I believe in some cyborg type stuff, way in the deep in the computer that you can't see. I'm talking to the aliens. They socks. Somebody Google socks on America in the earth. I'm so serious. Now do you see, are you getting a glimpse of how bad Johnny Cursor is? He's like, what you need? What you need, baby?
What you need?
I got you. You want some socks? All right, hold on just a second. I got everything. Socks, baby. $10.99. What you need? Where we want to go to China? I got socks in China. I got a man running down the street with socks in China. I got somebody in Australia sleeping in the bed with black socks on. I mean, anything socks. Now here, hold up your phones. Who's there? You still there? See socks? Type in socks. Red. R-E-D. No, just the word socks. You can put a comma. You don't have to put a comma. Just put in red. See, it don't even make sense. Socks red. That just, the English is bad. My English is bad when I say socks red, socks red. And it don't even mean nothing. But Johnny Cursor like, it don't matter, baby. I got you. I'll make sense of your mess. Do you see where I'm going with this? So, what do you see now? Who typed it in? Who do you see?
Red socks.
Anything socks, red, right? It's still 1 million pages worth. Maybe not as much or as broad. But why? Because we're getting more deep. What? Ooh, I knew y'all was smart. Give yourselves a hand. This is the smartest crowd I've ever been in, Stephanie. I'm so proud of y'all. Okay. You see red socks, right?
Red socks, man.
Now, socks, red, type in Boston. Now, it's the reason why I told you to spell it S-O-C-K-S. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. Now, I'm pretty sure, who typed it in? Socks, S-O-C-K-S, red, Boston, B-O-S-T-O-N. What do you see?
Official site of Boston Red Sox.
Right, but if you were to scroll through the other pages, you'd still see anything related to socks in red, right? Now that's a bad dude. Here it is, he's giving you Boston Red Sox even though it's spelled wrong. It's SOX. Right? He was like, I'm still gonna hook you up. I told you I'd make sense of your mess. I'm giving you anything red that has to do with socks and Boston, even though you spelled it wrong. I got you. My name is Johnny Curson. Now let me ask you this, because I know you're like, what the heck does this have to do with drums? How would you like to be Johnny Cursor from the drum seat? Think about it. Here's a bass player you've never played with. Here's a guitar player you've never played with. He's from China. He's from Africa. They don't even know each other. So this guy strikes up. He's like, oh, okay, I found the key. He just started playing something, and you're like, okay, I've heard this before. I've heard something like that. But since y'all making, right now it's a mess, I'm going to help y'all make sense of your mess and put it on together, baby. We sound good. I don't even know your name. How many of you would like to be Johnny Curson? Yeah. Oh, now y'all like, yeah, baby, yeah. Okay. I mean, let me bring it on home. How many of y'all like Sting? How many of y'all like Prince?
Yeah, man.
John Mayer? Justin Bieber? They're like, oh. No, I'm just playing. Justin's a drummer, so I got respect. What if these guys walked in? Now, what's been the key word of the day?
Details.
So Justin, Prince, John Mayer, and Sting stand in the corner. I don't know about this drummer. Well, I don't know. Maybe we can. You know what? Yo, I want you to believe. All of them just talking, and you playing. Now, when you play, you're Googling them of anything they've ever referenced, and on their, everybody say hard drive.
Hard drive.
That's going to be another key word today. Hard drive. Everybody say details?
Details.
Hard drive.
Hard drive.
So when you play, they're either going to reference something that they like or they don't like, first off. And, hey, he kind of sounds like Gad. Oh, no, I think he sounds like John Bono. You understand what I'm saying? So wouldn't it be nice to have already downloaded all of who they are individually? So when you see all five, you kind of make a hybrid thing of everything that you know they would like, especially if you're in an audition. But if they just happen to walk in at the last second, wouldn't you have to like be able to play it right now? But how can you do that and you didn't take the, everybody say time. Everybody say the wheel of death.
Wheel of death.
You laugh because you know what I'm talking about. How many of y'all got iPhones? You be seeing the wheel of death. Downloading. Or the, you know, Wheel of Fortune. The little colorful balloon. I'm not happy right now. Why are you spinning with all these colors like I'm supposed to be happy? You're taking forever downloading the file. Doesn't matter. You do that in your, everybody say your own time. You download all that stuff on your hard drive. Why? Because if it's on your hard drive, it's always there. You ever been to your search engine in your computer and you type in DR? Anything in your computer's hard drive starts to show up. And the more letters you type in, the more it gets to what exactly you're looking for. But it referenced everything first. So, I ask you again, how many of you would like to be Johnny Cursor on the drums? It's because if they walk in and you go, oh, sweet, instantly. Now, wouldn't that create the smile that you have on your face right now? See, some of y'all didn't need, I got you. You'd be smiling, you'd be confident, you'd be, woo, yeah, like I know I'm playing this right because I took the time to download it correctly. So I know that's the groove. And Prince is like, yeah, I know that groove. It's all right, yeah. You like, I got this gig. I got this audition. You see where the confidence comes from? So next time you see somebody sit down and their smile is genuine, they're really having fun, it's because they know something. And on a deeper level, they own something. Because if it's on your hard drive, it's there. Turn your computer off, on, it's still there. many of you want to be Johnny Cursor on the drums?
Yes.
Whoever's on stage, whatever music you hear, it Googles you and you give it all that you need, and you just, okay, Latin music, cool, boom, got you. And they're like, man, who are you?